everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name is Jack, and today we're taking a look at not just all the Joker minifigs, but we've got every single Harley Quinn minifig and all the Henchmen. Joker is arguably one of the best supervillains of all time, and certainly a personal favorite of mine. This collection totals 15 minifigs, and they are nothing if not a very colorful bunch. No point in waiting around, I'm going to go through the collection. Let's start off with this first Joker from 2006. This Joker appeared in several sets, but the very first one was the Joker's Aerial Assault set 7782. He's a pretty awesome first rendition, and I think this is the only Joker that doesn't have any printing on his back. The torso shows that he's got a purple suit on with an orange vest, a green ribbon, and a yellow flower. I think my favorite part about this minifig is his Wolverine-style green hair. It's definitely a bit more wild and crazy compared to the later hairpieces used. He of course has a very expressive evil grin. Now it's pretty rare for the original version of a minifig to be the most expensive, but that is the case with the Joker. This guy comes out to a minimum of $30 on BrickLink if he's brand new, and he came with a variety of accessories throughout all the sets he was released in, but I believe the first one was this bullhorn with that bang flag sticking out. Awesome minifig, and let's check out the very first Harley Quinn. She is a 2008 release and came out in the set Bat Cycle Harley Quinn's Hammer Truck 7886. She of course has a red and black checkerboard body with printing on the front and back of the torso as well as the legs. You can see diamonds on the legs there, a checkerboard print for the torso with a very thin white outline showing her hips. I think the printing for her face is my favorite here. She comes with a mask and maniacal smile, but this is the only Harley Quinn with her bright blue eyes. I like that because it's a bit closer to the comic book series I'm familiar with, and also the cartoon Batman show. In this set, she also came with a giant hammer as well as a pistol, and on BrickLink I think she goes for around $14. 2008 also gave us our very first Henchman, and he came out in the set Batwing, the Joker Aerial's Assault 7782, as well as the Tumbler Joker's Ice Cream Surprise. Aside from the purple torso piece, he looks like what a pretty generic henchman might look like. He's got a disgruntled face with sunglasses, a black beanie, gray pants, and comes with a weapon. He's alright I guess, but the later henchmen for the Joker are much better minifigs. Anyways, he's around $6, and let's move on. Now the original Batman theme of sets has ended, and here is our first Joker from DC Superheroes. He came out in the sets Batwing Battle Over Gotham City and the dynamic duo Funhouse Escape, plus a couple other sets in later years. Only the torso piece is printed, and of course he's in his iconic purple suit with green hair, and he comes with two prints for the face, both of which I think look really good. The most distinguishing features of this guy that make him different from the rest of the Jokers is certainly the print on the torso piece. He's known as Lime Vest Joker, but also the dark green ribbon, and I believe that is a water squirting flower, are also unique to this particular print. And I guess the back print is unique as well, because you can see just a little bit of the lime vest underneath. Depending on the set that he came in, he either had a Tommy gun with a red flag sticking out the front, or he had a walkie-talkie with a big red button. He's not that old and not that rare, and this first Joker brand new comes out to about $3 on BrickLink. Our second Joker is possibly the most unique of any of the Jokers, and he came out in that great set Arkham Asylum Breakout number 10937. His distinguishing difference, of course, is the jumpsuit, which has both a great print on the front and back of the torso. His hair and the print for his facial expressions are exactly the same as the first, but this minifig was exclusive to just the Arkham Asylum Breakout set, which was pretty darn expensive and is now retired, making this guy worth about $18 on BrickLink. This year we also got a couple of Harley Quinns. This one here also came out in the dynamic duo Funhouse Escape, and was actually just released again very recently in a Dimensions pack. Her body is similar to several Jesters, of course, with the mismatched colors for the legs, arms, hands, and the Jester's hat. Those switching colors of course also go onto the torso piece, and there's some even diamond printing on the front of the legs. She comes with two very good expressions, not so different in emotion from what you get from the Joker, but she also, at least in the Dimensions pack, came with a nice big hammer. All in all, she's a little bit more expensive than the original Joker, coming out to about $7 on BrickLink. Moving on to our second Harley Quinn, which isn't technically Harley Quinn yet, we've got Dr. Harleen Quinzel from the set I mentioned before, Arkham Asylum Breakout. I particularly like this minifigure. The design for her character is a little bit clever. The printing for her torso shows a lab coat, but you can also see her red and black leotard hidden underneath. The print for her face shows glasses and a very sly smirk, and the alternate print shows Harley Quinn showing her true colors. This is actually one of the same prints from the other Harley Quinn, but I also like that they added a little bit of extra white makeup fading away. Of course, she was exclusive to this set, and her price is similar to that of the Prisoner Joker, which comes out to about $17 on BrickLink. Here's our last minifig of 2012, and he actually came out in the first set I mentioned as well, the Batwing Battle Over Gotham City. The body is made up of some nice contrasting colors of purple and lime green, and this fig's got some great detailing all around. The detailing for the front of the jacket, though it's simple clothing, shows a lot of dimension, and that Joker insignia on the back of the torso is a really awesome touch. Like any Joker henchman, he is wearing clown makeup and looks nonplussed, plus he's carrying a red crowbar. Definitely a cool minifig, and he comes out to about $7.50 on BrickLink. We get no new minifigs in 2013, but when we jump up to 2014, we get 3 new minifigs. So let's start off with my favorite Joker. This guy came out in the Tumbler set 76023. He is of course based on the Heath Ledger Joker from the movie Batman Dark Knight, and I think they did a very nice job detailing this minifig. He's the first Joker to have printing that goes down to the legs, which matches well with the character, but there's actually a lot of really nice printing on the front of that torso. It's got a lot of detail when you take a very close look at it. You can even see a very subtle pattern printed for the collared shirt. A detail you really wouldn't notice unless you were extremely close, but this is accurate to the movie and I'm very glad that the designers put it in. His hairpiece is different now, definitely a bit wavier and messier, and of course the biggest differences for this guy are the prints on his face. You can see the makeup has worn away on the wrinkles in his face, and of course his red smile is quite thin and jagged, indicating that they are indeed cuts in his face. Also an interesting thing to note for the face is that they made his eyes a little bit bigger. It's not that often that LEGO adds irises to their minifigs, but I think it makes these prints a little bit more expressive, and it was a good choice on the designer's part. You can guess that if he is exclusive to the Tumbler set, which he is, then he is going to be worth quite a lot. He is the second most expensive Joker, coming out to about $25 at least on BrickLink. Moving back to a more traditional Joker now, this guy came out in the Batman Joker Steamroller set 76013, and this is the one and only Joker that comes with a hat. I think the look of this fedora hat matches the style of the suit printing on the minifig, and because he's got that hat, he only has one single expression. You might think it's the same as the previous Jokers, but when you look at those two similar expressions together, you can see that one side of the mouth is just turned up a little bit more. Also, let's compare him to the green vest Joker too, and you can see our guy now has a blue vest, some more buttons, and this time a bow. His accessory to this set was not a Tommy gun, but he had something of a similar fashion. This is a bullhorn with a different kind of red flag sticking out. And moving on to our final fig for 2014, we get our last Henchman, and just like before, this is a really good Henchman minifig. You can see it's made to look like a reflective vest with some nice colorful stripes on the front and a great print on the back of the torso showing the construction sign turned into destruction. Like the other Henchman, he comes with a crowbar in hand as well, and he's got a painted, nonplussed face. This print I like a little bit more, and that's mostly because he doesn't have a black outline around the clown paint. Not like one is better or worse, that is just my preference. And despite this goon being a very good minifig, he only comes out to around $2 or $3. Alright, moving up a year, there are 2 new minifigs. Here's our next Joker now. He came out in the Jokerland set 76035, and there is nearly nothing new about this guy. His torso piece is the same as the one we just saw, and his facial expressions match that of the 2 original Jokers. So I guess the only thing that could make this guy different or unique, even though it doesn't really count, is the accessory that he came with. He's supposed to come with a cream pie, but I can't find it at the moment, so here he is holding a slightly smaller pastry. But because there's nothing exclusive about this guy, I'm surprised to say that he's about $6 on BrickLink. I would venture that he could even be sold for a little bit cheaper. And moving over here is our next Harley Quinn. She still has her same red and black color combo, along with a lot more white this time. The minifig seems to be showing a little bit more skin. Most notably, she has white arms now, to show she is wearing something similar to maybe a corset, and she also has white printing on her legs to further this look and maybe show that she's wearing some high stockings. It's very highly detailed and looks pretty good, and honestly a lot of minifigs in this set looked great, which makes me wonder why they didn't do anything extra special for the Joker. But anyways, this Harley Quinn's face is different now. She's got some big eyes and no mask covering them, and this time she has both a happy expression and an angry one. She came with a pretty basic hammer this time, and she's about $8 on BrickLink. Moving on, we are about halfway through the year 2016 now, and making up the last of the minifigs in this collection, we've got 1 new Joker and 1 new Harley Quinn. This Joker by far I think is the most unique of the minifigs, and that is because the art style here mimics what the Joker looked like back in the Batman Classic TV series, and this guy of course came out in the Batman Classic TV series Batcave. This Joker does not wear purple but instead pink, and his hair was not nearly as deep of a green and it looks more like a lime green. The printing that shows off this guy's suit is probably some of the best printing for a suit I've seen on a minifig, and it's just great that these nice thin stripes on the torso not only match up on the legs, but also get printed onto the side of the legs as well. He comes with two very interesting face prints. One is a classic Joker smile, and the other one shows a very familiar expression you would see from this character often in the TV show. There's a little bit of gray printing on that upper lip there, and that is to show that the white makeup for this actor was actually painted over his mustache. And because he came from a very expensive exclusive set, he's already 20 bucks on BrickLink, and once the Batman Classic TV series set retires, you can expect this minifig's price is going to go quite high. Alright, and our very last minifig of the collection is our Harley Quinn here. Her color combo finally changes and she doesn't have a jester's hat. Though there's no printing on the sides of her legs like the previous Harley Quinn, I'd still say there is a lot of detail going on here. This time it definitely looks like she's wearing a corset, but it also looks like she's strapped and ready for battle. That mismatched blue and red looks good on her, especially with the special hairpiece. And this Harley Quinn also comes with a hammer, pretty darn similar to the Jokerland hammer, but the main difference is that this hammer comes with a couple of stickers on the ends. I think this is my favorite Harley Quinn figure so far, and right now she's selling for about $6 on BrickLink. Alright, and with that we just finished off the entire collection. Here are all of the Jokers, Harley Quinns, and Henchmen together again. And this is one of our better looking LEGO collections. I've got two main reasons for saying that. First, it's one of the more vibrant and eye-catching collections just from all the different colors that we get from the minifigs. But second, and most importantly, just about all the minifigs have major as opposed to minor differences between them. In fact, in this whole collection there was only one case where switching around a head and torso piece actually called for making a different fig. If you were to look at our Luke Skywalker collection video, you'll see that many of the different minifigures there have only minor differences like different head pieces, or maybe even just different colored hands. But anyways, moving back to the Joker, he's just such a great villain, and so far he's looking really good in LEGO form. In the future it would be great to get a Joker and Harley Quinn from the Suicide Squad movie, but something tells me that's probably never gonna happen. Alright, that is it for this collection review. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoy our content, feel free to subscribe or leave a thumbs up for this video, and if you have any ideas about another LEGO collection you might want to see in the future, you can let us know in the comment section below. Once again, thanks a lot for watching. We really like making these videos for you guys, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.